Gun.
To throw is Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go play action here on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down.
Check 3.
To throw is Murray. Incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
He's got a man. It's Williams. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. From the 39, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Murray. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2nd and 10. At that 18-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Under 10. 10.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, throw caught here by Bird. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Murray with a 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. He sets to fire into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go, team.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's our time.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at about the 28. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Newton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Gun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And it's 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
First down, Panthers.
Newton on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, and he hits Drake. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Addison. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? Right. It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. He'll take, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Murray now on first down. It's complete to Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw, it's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check 99. Lucky. Alert flare.
On first and 10, Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 94 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gano out to kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Addison getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray got his man. It's Williams. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Murray, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray forced it, and the pressure gets to him again. Mario Addison. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Come on, let's go. Right, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Murray. Escaping, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. A big play there. For the Panthers, 48 yards.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check three.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Hey. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 19.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wilson. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not to force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to the ground, Lynch, and an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jihad Ward. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Shrink that ball. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it. Let it go.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 24, check 24. Set up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 63 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On second down, Lynch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Wilson throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Check. Fresno. Safe. Shoot.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and it's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
14, run it.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4.
Oh, you got deep? 36 to Mike. Hey. Screen. Watch your side. Mike, 36. 36. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the alert. Watch the flag.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Bang, 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 bang. Ready, go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And their script...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Check, 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 check. Hey. Check. Slam.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson flushed out right. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jalen Ferguson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Alert.
They'll run with Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.